JLR Investigates. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming on. I am stopping in San Antonio, Texas at the Migrant Resource Center, 7000 San Pedro. And we've been here multiple times. And I just want to share with you what's going on. It looks like it's still busy and rocking and rolling here. A lot of people outside of the front. There was a large group that was out here earlier, and it looks like authorities, police right there, San Antonio police, have kicked people off this parking lot here, right? This parking lot. And they got a security guy right here and kind of made everyone move their way away from this area. But this is Texas. This is San Antonio. I'm passing through. I'm about to fly out San Antonio, so I was like, well, I'm going to stop by and see what's going on. So kind of show you updates on the situation here. We've been here before where hundreds of people have been lined up outside, up by the McDonald's here, the auto parts here, Advance Auto Parts up at the corner. It's relatively quiet right now, but there is people out here. Let me spin this camera around and can kind of show you what's going on out here. But there is lots of people, and it seems like they're still processing the situation of what's going on. We've been covering the border migrant crisis here. But this is the Catholic Charities ran establishment. They got San Antonio police here that operate this. I don't know if they work at the taxpayers' expense, or I don't know if they work off the clock or what. But they're here. They have, they're in uniform. And then they also have like private security that works out here at this place here. Catholic Charities run organization. This is the Migrant Resource Center. So we're just kind of seeing what's going on. I'm going to take you up the road. Also, again, there was people in the parking lot. In San Antonio police park in this CC 6900 San Pedro. It got CC Pizza, multiple businesses to stop the loitering. A lot of loitering issues where people would just hang out in the parking lot or try to solicit money and services or whatever, you know. But they don't like people hanging out up there, so the security guard actually kicks everyone out of the area. We're live. Let's take a walk, see what's going on in this particular area. Now, just before I came live, there was a group of a bus that came, so they're still bringing people in. So the question I have, folks, ladies and gentlemen, hello, thank you for coming on JLR Investigates. The question I got is like, you know, I've been on the border for the last couple days, and I've been between Eagle Pass and El Paso. I went to Santa Teresa, and you know, there's a lot of people still coming in El Paso. It's quite fascinating to see how many people are coming in. It looks like they still get hundreds a day in the El Paso area. Not necessarily so sure about Eagle Pass, but I do think people from El Paso also work their way to this location. The NGOs across the state of Texas are responsible with facilitating the, you know, where these individuals go once they cross in illegally, and then they get processed and either paroled out or whatever the process, temporary protective status, TPS, asylum, that sort of deal. But a lot of them end up coming here, and it's still operational, but it definitely does not look like the same as it was, you know, when we were here months ago. We were here months ago. There was people actually camping out up here and everything like that. There's still people hanging out here, but it's not the same as it used to be. Good afternoon. See, that's the San Antonio police. My flight's not for a little bit, so I figured I'd just buy some time. Covering cases, we're covering the border crisis. We do a lot on JLR Investigates. Come on in, everyone. Now, before, another thing is the hotel up there was also a hot spot. Remember, we went up there and talked to the hotel owner who said he was tired of people coming in there loitering or hanging out in front of his business. Do not see people out here on the sidewalk on San Pedro like we used to. We also talked to some business owners and people that live in the neighborhood here. Remember, we were live and they were fed up at the time, but it doesn't look that congested out here at this time. Will that pick up again? Because it is now the spring. It's one of these months where the illegal crossings start to pick up. In March, they say, they always say that the last couple of years statistics show that in January and February, it's kind of like a lull, but then March, April, May starts picking up. I don't know about summertime because it's hot. That's Catholic Charities brand, by the way. Now, in reference, I see a lot of people in the comments talking about the measles outbreak, and that seems like that's starting to concern people. It seems like there has been some measles outbreaks in Chicago, and now there's reports that other states, in reference to that were holding migrants, are kind of putting warnings out that the measles could start breaking. So far, I only see it really in Chicago, unless you guys know another city of what's going on. But that could be a big problem. You know, measles, I think statistics show that 1 or 3 in 1,000 children die from the measles. But you can get very, very sick, and we don't know what's going to happen with that. We don't know if it's going to get worse, if it's going to get better, or it's just somebody just talking about something or whatever. You know, I don't know. But there is a measles outbreak. He's coming out in a Corvette. So this is like the guard shack. In order to get into this facility, you got to have proper credentials, or you got to be part of the Catholic Charities. This is Catholic Charities, by the way. It's ran by Catholic Charities in this particular area, this facility. City of San Antonio. See the wristbands? Wristbands. Most of the people you know, and also at the San Antonio airport, what I've noticed is a lot of people with wristbands or Border Patrol white tags on the back of their luggage, or manila envelopes with Ziploc bags. I went to that place that we went to before with the airport hangar and back of the airport to the north side, that secret facility that they were holding. A lot of the politicians here, the 3 or 4 of them were actually speaking out saying, what's this all about? And they weren't getting answers from the city of San Antonio. Well, I went there when I first got here 10 days ago, and I didn't see anything going on out of there. There might not have as much flow. Now remember, what they've done in Eagle Pass, folks, I think has put a significant dent on the amount of people that were coming here, right? There used to be buses that come every 15 minutes full of people to this location, and it just doesn't look like that. Right before I went live, there was a bus that did come, and it looked like they unloaded 30 people. Those people that were walking over there could have been part of that group. This is it out here. 7,000 San Pedro. Oh, what happened? And did somebody say that there was a Texas, New Mexico crash? Because I was just in that location. Somebody said another helicopter crash. I'm not aware of that. Can someone elaborate on that? So in the next couple days, folks, I'll be releasing a lot of the video of what I've uncovered in Santa Teresa, Sunland Park, New Mexico, El Paso, northern El Paso, and it's going to be quite shocking what you see. Yesterday, I was hanging out on the border wall, and it was really windy yesterday in Texas, in West Texas. And when it gets windy there, it's like it's the desert, so the sand just keeps blowing and blowing. I actually got it all in my eyes, and when I got it all in my eyes, I really had all these specks, and it was really bothering me and made my eyes burn. But I personally witnessed them putting the ladder, the makeshift ladder, jumping on top of the wall, and then they're peeking to make sure no border patrol, and they saw me, and it didn't deter them. As long as I wasn't border patrol, it didn't bother them, and they crossed, right? A group of men in backpacks, they had face masks, dressed in black, long sleeve shirts, they crossed, and in the process of even crossing, they were even asking me for money. They were asking me for money. And once they crossed, they went right into the desert, and they vanished. The one guy the day before actually rolled up when they were doing it in the act, and then they stopped. They got spooked by me. But the guy was like telling me, I'm not supposed to be here. And I said, well, do you, you know what I mean? I was like, basically, do you, I'm not here to stop you. I'm here just to document, whatever you're doing. And he didn't do it, but he told me that hundreds come through there every day. Like, he's like the facilitator. He brings people up to the border, and his job is to put the ladder up on the border wall, and then he launches people through. And he said he does 100 a day. It's big business. I heard that each coyote or facilitator of that gets thousands of dollars a day doing it. But the footage will be coming out, and you can kind of see firsthand what's going on in New Mexico. Because New Mexico is a mystery in a sense. We don't hear much what's going on in New Mexico in reference to the illegal immigration and people coming through. We hear all about Texas, Eagle Pass, Ground Zero, and we hear about California. But New Mexico is a big thing. And if you look on Border Patrol statistic numbers, though, I think they're kind of manipulated, and I'm kind of questioning, because once people get rounded up by Border Patrol, I feel that some take them to a different location and put their numbers at certain high, certain peaks in certain locations. But Santa Teresa, New Mexico, is a high area right now, and I believe they get hundreds and hundreds a day that cross through. See the wristbands? The wristbands. Saw somebody in the chat saying something's going on in Philadelphia. So, yeah, we're paying attention to a couple cases in Tennessee. Young man that I think fell in the water. Riley, unfortunately, came out of Luke Bryan's bar. We're going to do some stuff on that, because my question is, will Luke Bryan get sued? Will his bar establishment get sued? And that's definitely a possibility. And then, obviously, we can talk about Sebastian Rogers, which is a big case, and I appreciate everyone that's sending me out information on that. But I wanted to show you what's going on out here in San Antonio in this area. The Migrant Resource Center, we'll be covering this topic, and it's pretty quiet. It's still busy, pretty quiet. There's people that are coming in and out. Look, manila envelopes. Like we said, manila envelopes, wristbands. These are people that most likely crossed in illegally from El Paso all the way to Brownsville. People are probably waiting in the shade because it's a little sunny out. Temperature today, low 70s. Right now it was raining. Western Texas, it was in the 40s, believe it or not. In the 40s, so yeah. So yeah, I'm out here and out and about, and I'll keep you informed. If anything else breaks, I'll be in the area for the next few hours, and then I'm breaking back to Florida. But keep your eye out on this place if you want to do your own research about the Migrant Resource Center, San Pedro Avenue, 7000 San Antonio. You can Google around it, kind of. Some media outlets have put this out here. It's the biggest, probably, migrant facility in the state of Texas right now. It's run by, I believe, Catholic Charities, probably other NGOs too, coordinate. They bring people in. I don't know how long they stay here, but they come outside, they wear wristbands. Eventually, they work their way to either the Greyhound station to the south on San Pedro or up to the airport. And it's a continuous process, and thousands were out here before. Around now 1,000, but I've personally seen hundreds out here loitering. Don't see that now. Waiting to see if a bus comes or something. I'm just kind of wanted to see if a bus comes. This is Saturday too, right? Saturday. So yeah, it's a 24-hour-a-day operation. It operates in. A lot of times too, like Ubers come and Lyfts come and pick people up. They come and drop people off here. What we got here? Worker, Catholic Charities, that's the Catholic Charities color. Wristband, yellow wristbands. All right, signing off. I'll be back later, everyone. Take care. JLR Investigates. Sub to the channel, hit the notification button. And if you want more information about this place and wanted to see the peak time, just put my name in the YouTube search. Just put Migrant Resource Center San Antonio, and you'll see a bunch of videos. All right, be back when something else breaks, something else comes back. I'll share it with all of you. Have a great day, everyone. JLR Investigates.